Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow reptiles, to a massive overhaul of Star Wars Episode 7 goodness. I'm going to showcase you what I purchased. I put money aside. Actually, I was waiting for this day, and I purchased a bunch of Star Wars Episode 7 stuff that I'm going to showcase to you guys here. Front and back boxes. This may give you some sneak peeks into Episode 7, so if you really don't want to know anything about it character-wise, then you may not want to watch this video. If you hear any background noise, my girlfriend is building her IKEA desk in the background, so I apologize for that. This is one of the first things I'm going to show you. This is Rey's Speeder. This was in the first teaser. I have not opened this yet. I will be eventually building these on my channel. I will be doing not speed runs, but, you know, building videos of these themselves. Rey's Speeder. This is the back of the box. We have a new character here who I'm not quite sure who it is, but on the front of the box, it says it is Car's Thug. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that right, but that's my guess. Next up, we have the Star Wars First Order Special TIE Fighter. This is the new TIE Fighter that's going to be in Episode 7. With the red, and actually the TIE Fighter itself is going to be a cockpit for supposedly 2 pilots, and a 360 turning gun turret, supposedly. At least that's what's going to be in the movie. I don't know if the Lego set actually is able to turn 360 degrees. Here's the front of the box. First Order TIE Fighter pilot. We get 2 of those. First Order crew. Those kind of look like the same guys from, their helmet is fully covering their face from Episode 4, that Power of the Death Star. And then we have a First Order officer, but this is the front of the box. Back, we have it fully assembled. As you can see there, I don't think you... Oh, I think you can fit 2 pilots in this. There's a pilot down here and a pilot in that. So yeah, I think you can fit 2 people in this. I don't know for sure yet because I haven't compiled it. Oh yeah, down here. Of course, awesome. You can fit 2. So you got 2 pilots now in the official TIE Fighter, when it used to just be 1. Next up, we have the First Order Snow Speeder, which looks really weird. This looks like a really odd ship. I'm assuming this is going to be in the movie. I'm assuming all these things that we see here are going to be in the movie. These are the First Order Stormtroopers, and then an officer. I don't know. I personally think the set looks really odd for design-wise, but... Actually, now that I see it from the side view, it doesn't look too strange, but... Yep, back of the box. Now we also have another giant. This is, I think, 14-inch. I don't even know if you guys can see this thing in full view. This is First Order Stormtrooper. The head completely, I thought the head turns. Yeah, it does turn, as you can see. Arms go up, the waist turns, the legs turn, the arms turn, the hands turn. But this is actually quite large. This was actually only $35, but I did manage to pick one of these. These things went really, really fast. I kind of want to put one on my desk, but we'll see if that actually I have the room for that. Alright, next up we have the next figure that I got, which is... This is Kylo Ren, just like the last one. Kylo Ren, as far as we know, supposedly he's not even a Sith Lord, same thing. He does have a lightsaber that I can put inside his thing, but I don't know if you can see it closer up. But this thing's so big and I'm in really confined spaces, so I can't really do a whole lot. But this is Kylo Ren, same 14 inches. His mask is awesome. I think the back of his hood actually is kind of like Darth Vader's hoodie. My guess is he's supposedly a big fan of Darth Vader. Next up, I managed to get a few of these. I didn't get all of them, but we got Poe, we got Rey, and we got C-3PO. These are all... he has a red arm, by the way. These are all... on the top, they say specifically from the new film, Star Wars The Force Awakens, so that's how you know they're the not remakes. And I also got First Order Stormtrooper, and then I got Kylo Ren. And I believe there's only... And Kylo Ren's is an exclusive only at Target, one specifically, which is where I got this. I didn't see BB-8 there. I didn't see Chewbacca. I didn't see Captain, and I didn't see the Flame Troopers either. Star Wars X-Wing miniature games. Not sure if people are into tabletop stuff, but I saw this, and because it's Star Wars related, I simply picked it up. This is the front. I love the art. Some old from Blue Squadron. Got these 3 little guys in here. Back. Looks pretty cool, but I'll have to actually pull this out, and I might have to actually try playing this, because, quite frankly, anything Star Wars in the Star Wars universe, I love and automatically accept, and again, this is from The Force Awakens. Up for grabs, which went fairly fast, and these are actually really inexpensive, were specifically this really cool R2-D2 canvas, and it also comes with C-3PO canvas. You can kind of see right there, kind of the design of it, but I really like canvases. I have a bunch of them hanging all around my apartment, and these were only, I believe these two things together were only $12. Next up, we have another one. This is beautiful art, another canvas. This was $20. This was also at Target. This is a Star Wars Force Awakens exclusive, I believe. This is one of my my favorite posters of actually Star Wars. The Empire Strikes Back is one of my favorite all-time Star Wars films, so definitely had to get this one too. And I was really lucky to grab one of these, but this is the next canvas they had on display for purchase, and this is Star Wars Episode 7 canvas. This is absolutely stunningly beautiful. Again, these canvases all together were simply $12, $20, $20, and $20. I'm very impressed with this, and definitely will be hanging these on my wall. And ladies and gents, we are still not done. I managed to grab these. I don't know how I managed. Actually, one of the guys I was in line with handed me this because he knew I was looking for one, and he got the last one and gave it to me. This is Poe's X-Wing Fighter. This is amazing set. I especially love the colors. This is from Black Squadron, which, as far as we know, that's the name of the new squadron in Star Wars Episode 7. You know, we have Red Squadron, Blue Squadron, now this is Black Squadron. 717 pieces. Up close, we have BB-8, Poe, Resistance X-Wing, and Resistance Ground Crew. Already I can say I probably like BB-8 the most of one of the coolest Star Wars Lego action minifigures. But yeah, here we go. Back. Very excited to have this actually hang up on my ceiling. Now this one's personally my favorite. This is Kylo Ren's shuttle. I absolutely love this design for his ship. I love big old wings on these ships. Let's get nice, close, and personal. We have First Order Officer, General Hux, Kylo Ren, First Stormtrooper Officer, First Order Crew, First Order Crew. I like this a lot. I still think the Sith infiltrator that Darth Maul uses is personally one of my favorites, but this is pretty damn awesome. Next up, I also got the First Order Transporter. We've got some new awesome minifigures here. Again, this transporter looks really strange. Kind of clunky, I think, personally. There's my target symbol. Anyway, we got Captain Phasma, I don't know how to say her name yet. First Order Flame Trooper, people with flamethrowers. Then we have a Resistance Soldier, and then we have Resistance Soldier. Looks like the top opens here, the little door opens, it shoots another missile. Kind of looks like a boat in all honesty. It looks like a World War II vessel boat that they had in Beach of Normandy, except it's futuristic. This one doesn't really need an explanation. We have the Millennium Falcon. Obviously, this is like I think the third or fourth time they brought out a Millennium Falcon for a Lego set. We got in the corner here, we have, I don't know how to say that, Kanagagugi gang member. We have Tasu Leech, got a Han Solo with some nice gray hair. We got Finn, we got Chewbacca, and we got Rey, and we got another BB-8. Awesome sauce. The level of detail inside this ship actually looks a lot better from previous Millennium Falcon sets, in my personal opinion. Does this also shoot missiles? Maybe that's just an effect. Maybe they don't actually shoot missiles. I guess we'll find out when I build it, won't we? These next two items I was very fortunate to get because there was very, very few. In fact, not even all of them were actually there at the store in the aisles. Because I was like the fifth person in line of a line of like over 100 people. But I got Chewbacca and I got Finn from the Black Series. I have every single Black Series complete 6-inch figure from all the previous films, but there's a bunch more coming in the following months with new characters when the film actually comes out. But these are extremely difficult to get in any of the Black Series Star Wars stuff. There's really not a whole lot to show you here, besides because they're 6-inch figures you can kind of see, but there's nothing really on the back. So anyways, if you see any of these things, make sure you see them at Toys R Us or Target, make sure to pick up these Black Series for Episode 7 because they're really hard to get. I'll just have a sip of tea. massive Kylo Ren mug. Got this for $4 at Target. Don't know if this is new or not, but it was next to the Star Wars Episode 7 stuff, and it was with all the new stuff. It's like a Darth Vader Bionicle. I thought this was pretty cool, so I picked it up for simply 12 bucks. You build it, it looks just like a Bionicle, it rotates like a Bionicle, but I don't know if this is new. If it is new, let me know. I also got a very limited, exclusive Target Share the Force bag to carry things in. They kept stressing to me how limited and exclusive this bag was, so I'm here to tell you the same thing, I guess? I don't know. Also got a Kylo Ren, zoom on this right there, Kylo Ren Hot Wheel. Hot Wheels always go really, really fast. There's a whole market on there, and there's actually quite a few others on the back, but yeah, Kylo Ren Hot Wheel car. Now, perhaps when I'm 60 years old, this will be worth a lot of money. Just like the older Star Wars stuff really is, or vintage. Monopoly boards, self-explanatory. Monopoly, oh, this is upside down. Monopoly, Star Wars Episode 7 Monopoly. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the big kahuna. Chewbacca! This is a gigantic, adorable, plushy thing. I thought it made sounds. Does it not make sounds? Oh. Oh. Moo. Moo. That does not sound like Chewbacca. I'm sorry, Star Wars fans. That was my terrible attempt at trying to make sounds. But yeah, I bought this guy. Huge shout out to Target, by the way, for doing this midnight release of all the Star Wars merchandise and stuff. This is not sponsored by them by any means. I paid for all this myself. I had money set aside specifically for this event. Although Target or Star Wars, if you want to sponsor me, I'd love to showcase your products and do it for free. Like pretty, please. I'd do anything. I will worship you guys every single night. I will do anything for you guys. Just please sponsor me with Star Wars. Please, please, please. Anyways, that summarizes this video of my massive Star Wars Episode 7 haul for stuff. I have a lot of stuff to put away and make sure that my puppy doesn't eat or destroy. Don't be surprised if you see some of the stuff that I have showcased in this video in the background in future videos. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic Force Friday and hashtag share the Force. You can stop now. Alright, there we go.